At this point, some, especially new Christians, you might say, who haven't yet had the time for good instruction, fuller instruction from the Word of God, might think that their faith is why God saved them. I brought faith to God, and as a result of my faith, God saved me. God responded to my faith with salvation. That is exactly backwards. That is exactly the wrong way to think about it. God did not reward you with salvation because you brought faith to Him. God saved you, and in part of that saving act, He enabled you to exercise faith in Him. Paul extinguishes the idea that we bring faith to God and then God saves us. He extinguishes that possibility before it even gets started. Look at verse 8 with me again. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. I love this. This is really, this is a wonderful text to see in the original language. Paul says, "For by grace you've been saved through faith." What does he immediately say next? Keeping in mind what I was saying, it's not us bringing faith and then God in response saves us. It is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. This is not your own doing. Before we even have the opportunity to let a little bit of pride bubble up and say, well, at least it was my faith that saved me. No, Paul says, this is not your own doing. And the construction here is really pointing to what the source is. It uses the Greek preposition ek, that shows what something came out of. It identifies the source from which something came. And so Paul says right here in verse 8, faith did not find its source in you or in anything that you had done.